Good morning, it's Scott. Let me just move this a little bit. Hi, good morning. Today is Tuesday, the 6th. Welcome to the meditation. This is what we do here. So I do a little brief talk, and then we'll get into a practice. And the practice will integrate different aspects of our being, our body, emotion, and mind, as well as our relational space of becoming aware of inner and outer experience. But before we begin, I'd like to talk a little bit today about the way in which that we go about understanding awareness and how it relates to our experience. So, all of the material out there, or a lot of it, a majority of the material out there will say things like comparing awakening to like a sleep metaphor, that we are asleep and that we wake up, and that awakening is a spiritual awakening, a spiritual experience. And like, you know, when Neo wakes up in the Matrix and realizes that he's the one, or like simply in your experience when you wake up from a night of sleep and you enter into your waking state during the day, that's like waking up. It's the same kind of metaphor used about the process of awakening. And I think we awaken moment to moment. So when we are lost or hooked into the thought, we are essentially asleep to everything else. There's a subconscious to everything else. And that's useful for survival because it allows a higher functioning of our brain and our mind to work to keep us alive. And that's a useful feature that I think human beings have. But we also have awakenings, not only just of thought or awakening from thought, be able to kind of witness thought, but also in our emotional experience. So an awakening of your heart would be one of heart opening, more space with your emotional experience, the ability to actually have emotional depth and maturity in a range of emotional experience in your life, not just one thing all the time. Spiritual awakening in your heart is not always about bliss and light. Sometimes it's about healing, and that healing can look like, at times, experiencing what's known as a dark night, or going through a difficult emotional period of loss. And what this can do, if we are aware, is help mature our hearts to the experience of how reality is, or getting closer to how life is emotionally. And there are people that have had this experience, and you can meet them, and I'm sure you yourself are one of them, but there are people that have had a heart opening, and they are, I wouldn't say like weak people, but they're definitely sensitive people and have more emotional maturity than the average person, because they've actually gone through their emotional life. They've actually felt their feelings. And it's never too late to feel your feelings, I always say. And then you can go through also a third kind of awakening, or a physical kind of opening. And this is what athletes experience quite often, and yogis. And what that is like is a kind of spiritualization of your body, that your body becomes into kind of like a flow. It opens up into an almost like where time dilates and things kind of slow down, and your body moves effortlessly or with unique precision. And that's another kind of awakening too. Of course, I could go on about this, but that's where I'll leave it for today. Yeah, I just wanted to get across this idea of more than one kind of spiritual awakening. And so let's start. We'll begin a practice with our eyes closed. And deep breath in through the nose and then out through the mouth. Excuse me. Allowing your whole abdomen and chest to expand in all directions. Allowing your breath to reach all the way down into the pelvic floor. See if you can notice tension in the expansion or the contraction side of the breathing practice. Three more. Very good. And then just allowing your breath to return now to your typical way of breathing. And on the in-breath, feeling your body, and the out-breath, feeling the earth underneath you. Just sort of tuning into your body and the earth. Beginning the process of feeling and softening. So on the in-breath, feeling your body sensations. And the out-breath, softening, melting down through your body and into the earth. over time, when you practice feeling and softening, especially the out breath can feel very pleasant, almost like warm honey melting down through your body and then into the earth. And not so much like a imagination of honey, but it actually feels like warm, melting honey moving down through your body into the earth. Then gently bringing your attention up into your heart, feeling your heart on the in-breath, the heart chakra, your physical heart, your spiritual heart. And on the in-breath, feeling your heart, the out-breath softening and opening your heart space. And becoming in contact now with your emotions, noticing what emotions are present for you. And just allowing yourself to feel your emotions for a little bit right now. In breath, feeling your emotions. Out breath, softening. And remember, whenever there is overwhelm, you can always return to your physical body for grounding, connection to the earth. bringing your attention up into your head, feeling your head on the in-breath, and the out-breath softening tension in and around your head, in the third eye, behind your eyes, center of your head. In-breath feeling, out-breath softening. And gently becoming aware of your thoughts, noticing how busy your mind is, the activity of your mind, and just remaining uninvolved with your thoughts by placing your attention gently on the feeling space of your head. And allowing your thoughts to come and go and pass across your mind. Great, and then now we'll spend a little time with the eyes open. And before we practice, we're going to do a Donna Eden technique. Take your hands together like this and go up into your chest. Make sure your feet are crossed. And then breathing in through the nose and then out through the mouth. Very good for balancing and opening. Good, and then flicking the energy away from your aura field, just away from your body. And then we'll practice for a few minutes with the eyes open. And on the in-breath, paying attention gently to feeling around you outside of your body. And then on the out-breath, feeling inside your body, a downward movement and into the earth. So practicing feeling the environment on the in-breath and then inside you, the inner environment on the out-breath. great. And then from here we can set our prayers and our intention for the day. May this work that we do help evolve our life and ripple out into the community. Amen. Wonderful. Thanks for joining me. Have an awesome day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.